Good afternoon, good morning, and of course to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. I am George ONYIBE. Like I always say, constantly appealing to the conscience of our people. Peradventure, we will or may be able to get rid of the intellectual dishonest people among us. Peradventure, we will be able to lead you to a stage, a moment, where you will be able to apply your heart to reasoning. This afternoon, I want us to look at a message I simply titled, "It is time we begin to learn from the Igbos." Nigerians need to begin to learn from the Igbos, positively or negatively, as this is the only way, only thing that will ensure our survivals. Now, get me wrong. Every time I come out, we talk about Igbo. We will continue doing this. If you observe me in recent time, I am changing my dimension. I was focusing on Igbo Biafra people, the one who claim they came from Israel. But the absence of the true Igbo make them accomplish to all the shenanigans that is displayed across board by the Igbos. But then I do not condemn them. I do not judge them. But it is high time we learn from them. If they are doing good, we will learn from them. If they are doing bad, we are going to learn from them. And this is the only thing that will ensure the survival of all the ethnic groups in Nigeria. If not, I'm sure most of you don't know what is coming. We've seen the end of this journey even before it began. And that is why we are not looking for anybody's validation. We are not looking for any of you to endorse us. We will continue to do what we know is right and necessary. At the end of the day, let the ends justify the means, or let the means justify the end, whatever. And now, let me bring it up. First of all, you must understand that in this instance, you will be considered a bad person. There is an adage in my place, Abo, where I come from. It goes this way. If you are from Abo, you should understand what I'm saying. And I know the Igbos will not understand this. So forget about their claiming me I speak in Igbo. They don't understand what I've just said. Because what I just said now, 50% is my Ka dialect, language. And 50% is the Benin language combined. I try to remove the Igbo there. Let them go and look for a Nyoma person or Abo person to tell them. Let me repeat it again. It is simple. Let me educate them. If you know what your mate know, they will say you are a bad person. To many Igbo Biafra people who don't know me, all those criminals out there, to them I'm a bad person. But when I was singing their praise on Radio Biafra, when I was applauding them, thinking they have conscience, I was a good man, I was a hero. But unfortunately, they never knew that I'm not for sale. Honestly, they won't be able to afford me. And so they're going to call you bad person. They're going to say you people are bad. Not because you have done anything wrong, because you know what they know. Let me break it down a little bit. You see, a man lived in a compound where he is being envied. And so the other tenant who envied this man decided to kill the man by way of poisoning him. So in the morning, they dropped a charm at the entrance of his house. The man came out in the morning and saw the charm. He didn't cross it. He passed by. And they were waiting for him to step on the charm. So he didn't get him. And they said, "Kai, God save this man. We will get him next time." The next day, they set another trap for the man. Because the man is diligent. Because the man is very careful. He noticed something was out of order. He didn't fall the second trap. They move on to set the third trap. And so the fourth trap. And then the fifth trap. The man, being very observant, did not fall into any of those traps. And so the other neighbor who were planning the downfall of this man concluded that that man is a bad man. So instead of them planning on how to further their evil scheme against the man, they conclude in their tiny square that this man must be a bad man. Not because the man did anything wrong, because the man knew their plan and he averted it. That is what makes him a bad person. And so in most cases, when people say you are bad, you are bad. In most cases, it's because you know what they know. And so to many Igbo people today, I'm a bad person because I know what they know. So kike ni mona mewa weji ha maka na amani alem ihiwe mane. Nwate inyo nyenyi. It's as simple as that. And now, having said this, the main focus is that it is time we begin to learn from the Igbo. Whether they are doing good or they are doing bad, we must learn from them. It's not as if we don't know what they are doing. It's not as if we have not been doing it. It's not as if we cannot do it. We actually allow them to become a stakeholder. We actually allow them to take the lead. We actually left that space for them. Maybe a way to compensate them. I don't really know why it is like that. But it is obvious we have come to a point. If we do not reciprocate, if we do not react, if we do not prove that we can do it ourselves, they will mess all of us up. There was a trending video about 10 years ago about Adamu Farouk, who was having a conversation with Kunle. I know most of you know that audio. It was popularly distributed or circulated by Nnamdi Kanu and some of us that were in IPOB then. Adamu Farouk was telling Kunle, a Yoruba and Hausa man, in their supposed leak audio. And Adamu Farouk said, we will begin to learn what the Igbos are doing. We will begin to do it ourselves. We can sell drugs. We can sell motor pass. We can do this. We can do that. Everything we have allowed Igbo people to be doing, we will begin to do it. It looks like they may talk. But I need you to check, since Adamu Farouk released that audio till today, Hausa people have not been the same. I will not talk much about Yoruba in this instance. But I know that almost 70% of all the cities in Nigeria, it is Hausa people that are responsible for Okada. You see Okada. Okada is not Igbo. Okada is not Yoruba. Okada is not Benin. Okada came from Bender State. Okada airline. It is one Benin language that have entered dictionary. Tomorrow now, Igbo man will say, no, we from Okada. No, it came from Okada airline. It became so popular, popularized by Benin people. It entered English dictionary. And now you know the Okada I'm talking about. Go and check major cities in Nigeria. Almost 70% of those riding Okada, all of them are Hausa people. It was not like this before. They were selling guru, doing shoemaker, walking up and down, looking for menial job. But Hausa people did something that is not online. Those of them who had money begin to form union. So many Hausa people today, all they need to do is register with this union. They give them motorcycle. Watch all those Hausa people, all of them are using new motorcycle. Their own high purchase is not do or die affair. They can give you a new motorcycle. Maybe it's sold for 1 million. They say you must pay in 1 year. And this is how you're going to pay. Of course, they are very loyal to themselves. And today, I say 70% of all the Okada in Nigeria, in the major city, are fronted by Hausa people. They didn't stop there. They move ahead. And then those of them who cannot afford to ride Okada, they begin to transport them to many of our villages. As I'm talking to you, 90% of those people who are doing farm work now in Anyoma land, it's not longer our youth. It's Hausa people. I went to a village one time. My grandmother is going to farm with Hausa people. My auntie is going to farm with Hausa people. My uncle is going to farm with Hausa people. Where are my Eka people? Where are my Anyoma people? We are now in the city and abandon our home for other people to recolonize us. Now, I'm not saying this for bad record, but this is the truth. While we are in the city doing all this farm work, some of these Hausa people, some of these laborers, whether they are Igbo or Yoruba, they are pregnanting our sisters, our aunties, our uncle. Some of them are even pregnanting our widows. And they're having children. Children who will never be loyal to the cause of our people. Now, forget about the aspect you don't like, because it will soon happen to you. If you think what you are doing is the right thing, it will soon happen to you, because all of us are going to learn. But the Igbo people have to be a focal point for our people to get sense. That is why I'm calling them. Did Hausa ask us to go to the city? Did Hausa tell us not to go to farm again? Did the Yoruba tell us not to defend our culture and tradition? No. I am not going there yet. I am trying to create a preamble so that you get sense. Adamu Farouk and Kule, having had this conversation, did not sit back. They started planning it. Today, Hausa people are in forefront of many economic sector in Nigeria, aside the northern region. Now, let me tell you another one. The Yorubas, on the other hand, I need you to check, if you are in Nigeria, check the area where you are. Almost all the artisans, they are back. Now, I want you to take time and look at all the artisans, the handwork people in Nigeria. You see almost 60% of them are Yoruba now. Go and check all the mechanic workshop. More than 60% of them are Yoruba. Go and check all the electricians. Go and check all the handwork people. All of them. But the Igbos are losing out somewhere. What they are doing now is import and export. They don't repair again. They are waiting for their brothers in diaspora to send motor pass. They sell. They don't repair again. Their own now is import and export. But the Yorubas are preserving the culture of maintenance, repairing. Why the Igbo, when your motor spoil now, they say, okay, buy Belgium, direct Belgium. You will go buy Tokumbo, direct Tokumbo. And then they are losing the skill gradually. But despite saying this, there were times there were a group of Igbo people that were teaching Igbo people to be great, to be relevant in the society. Now they have become relevant, that they control our economic space, almost 90% economic space of every tribe in Nigeria. But pride has come in. They say we are lazy because we allow them. They say we are useless because we allow them. Now let's learn from them so that we will not be lazy again. Maybe you are not getting why I'm making this broadcast. Some of you do not understand what we are trying doing here. They think it is going forth and back with the criminal Igbo Biafra people. That is why we are here. No. We are first of all trying to make them to understand that we have come in terms with their nonchalant behavior. Number one. Number two is to make them understand that we are up to the task. And number three is to get the attention of our people. And then fourthly, it is not just knowing the path, but walking the path with our people. And so, having said all this, we got to a stage in our lives where we feel it's not necessary. The Igbos are doing that, so let them be doing that. Let's focus on other area. But now you have seen the result. You have seen the result. They have stolen our heritage. They have stolen our culture and tradition. And they are practically lowering our value system. I was in a platform the other day. And the moment I came out, they start calling me ONYIBE, ONYIBE. And ONYIBE in a car dialect is Onyanzuzu. So look at this foolish man, look at this foolish man. And the host told them, why are you calling him foolish man? I said, why are you calling him ONYIBE? And then one useless Igbo man said, ONYIBE mean rice eater in Igbo. That is why I tell you they are a confused set of people. But I didn't have time to waste with them because I have all the time I need to talk about them for the rest of my life. So all of a sudden, to cover their hopelessness, ONYIBE now become rice eater. But I know the Igbo average man who is sincere know that ONYIBE is a foolish man, which is Onyanzuzu in my own language, in my own dialect. So I am Onyanzuzu. Let's see how a foolish man like me will put all of them on their heels in the coming days. And now, without digressing further, the purpose of this broadcast is to remind our people, most especially Anyoma people, Abo people, let's learn from them. It is time to learn from the Igbo people. This is the only thing that will ensure our survival. If we don't learn from them, one day they will take all of us on our way. And we cannot allow that to happen. Let us break it down. There are good aspects of them we will learn, but we will also learn the bad aspect of them. Because it is God who created angel, and then he created devil and demons. It is God who created good, and then he created evil. It is God who made the day, and he as well made the night. It is God who has made the up and the down. He made the north and the east. He made the west and the south. It is God who has made the fire and the wind. He made the earth and the water. It is God who is absolutely responsible for everything good or bad. And so don't tell me we don't need the bad aspect. My brother, we need all of them. Imagine before now, Igbo Biafra were everywhere on social media. I couldn't even make broadcast. The moment I come online like this, they will rush me. Thief, arm robber, kai man, ogogoro man. You see, I've outlived them here because I'm not seeing much of them here. Drop the insult. Now they know that they are social media warrior. Then they learn work. They are learning work. Because we have not even started. We are warming up. But our target is not to destroy our people. Our target is to call our people to order. Activate your thinking faculty. Make use of your brain, or else someone else will use it for you. And now, these are some of the things, few things I want us to learn from the Igbo. Number one, they have association of logistics. In the coming days, we will flag it off, where we will be handling every form of logistics in our region. First of all, starting from South, of course, our village. The same way they are doing, let's learn and do that. We have a lot of Benin people in diaspora. We have a lot of Ejo people, a lot of Ikuri people. We have a lot of Abo people. We learned it from Benin. As a child, what we see in Benin, their target is to go abroad. Whether the most poorest family from Benin, somebody must be in diaspora. We copied them. And so I know the more you have Benin people in diaspora, the more you have Abo people. But of course, the Benin are way ahead of us in terms of reasoning, this reasoning rationale. So we have a lot of our people in diaspora. But what are they doing? When they are coming, they bring the car they will drive. Bring some little electronics for flensing, make them just flens. Bring expensive shoe, the things they will just to sustain themselves, to prove that they have made money. That is what they do. That is what our people do. But it's not because they don't want to bring in things to market. Their market space have been hijacked by Igbo people. So meanwhile, Igbo people have formed union in Benin. Okay, let's change it this way. Union in Edo State, union in Delta State, union in Akwa Ibom, union in Bayelsa, union in River State, union in Cross River State. And so all this union in Sokoto, Kano, Maiduguri, all this union in Ogun State, Ondo State, they have union. And what does this union do? They dictate how market is sold. I have said it before. So by the time you bring in as a Benin man, you bring in as a Ikuri man, you bring in as South man, if you don't have your relative buying it with the already fixed market's price by the Igbo people, you will not sell it. They will rally around you and buy it anyhow. And when you buy something 10,000 and you sell it for 10,200, it's not lucrative to you. You will not want to bring again. There is no need of all the stress. And then you stop. It's applicable to like farmers. We are discouraged from going to farm, not because we are lazy, but because there is no market strategy that protects the farmer. And so you will work from January to December in your farm. Only for you on the harvest time, you will not see buyer. Instead of your goods to spoil, you will sell it anyhow to trader, most of which are Igbo trader. And the people, you that is doing the farm, can't even buy a bicycle. But the people buying the farm product from you will go ahead and sell it even to you and buy limousine. But I know you are not seeing it. It looks like hatred. I know I'm not condemning them. That is business strategy. And so by the time you are going to farm and you are not seeing anything, why farming? And so by the time you are importing and you are not making any profit, why importing? And so gradually all of you become discouraged. But the people who are playing us this game know what's up. Whether you like it or not, if they don't get cassava to sell here, they will import it. Because they control our economic space already. So let us learn from them. Let us learn from Igbo people. They are doing very well there. Let us learn from them. By setting up market union, let us learn from them. By setting up logistics, so that when you want to buy something, as a South man, you click to South Logistics. You see what they have to offer. You can make requests, and people will forward it to you. On a good transaction base, there will be rule and regulation to guide it. There will be ups and downs, this we know. But our target is that at the end of the day, we control our economic space. I don't know if I'm communicating. But if you don't understand it at a glance, don't worry. With time, you will know what you are saying. I have given an encounter of the Israeli people who were in Warri then that my parents served for many years. Do you know they don't buy anything from anybody? When the Israel man want to buy pure water, they look for the nearest Israel man selling pure water. So if they are in Warri, the next Israel man that is selling sachet water is in Plateau State. They will order for that pure water from Plateau State. Before they buy anything from anybody, that means it's not there. That was then. Now, let me tell you in modern days. There is this king of Bayelsa, the Browse, Amayanabon of Browse. One of his wives is a Yoruba woman. I think she's the proprietors of Charles Daly Institution. We were part of the people who designed that school. I saw something there during that time when that university, Charles Daly Academy in Port Harcourt, was being formed. I noticed the teachers, the white teachers there, don't allow their children to go to the same school with wealthy Nigerian politicians' children in that school. And I was like, why? Who are these Oyibo people? Why did they see their children so superior than our children? Why is it that they are hell-bent, even their little kid, they don't want their children to enter the same class with our own children? And when I mean our own children, not poor people children like mine. I'm talking about politicians' children, because if you know the Amayanabon of Browse, if you know this family I'm talking to, you know they are not people you toy with. And then I went close to them, and I discovered that man is an Israel man. He's one of the major teachers in that school. And that is what they teach their children can make us biased, can make us angry. So they take their children, keep them somewhere in their house. While our children are in the class, this man will put his children in his veranda and be teaching them. This is just to survive. They don't want their children to behave like us because we are very redundant in many issues. They want their children to think faster than us. Go to TikTok and check what Chinese and Japanese and all these Korean nations, what their children is doing on TikTok. And then switch to the African flanks of TikTok and see what we are doing there. We are there shaking ass, shaking breasts. It is hot, it is pepper. We are there behaving like buffoon. And they love it. But do I blame them? No. We need to learn to get to a stage when on our TikTok, another platform, we convert it to educational platform, not entertainment. And I'm sure they will begin to sanction us and will not be there. But do I blame them? No. But let's learn from them. So what I'm trying to say, in effect, is that when we start this thing, don't think they will clap for us. Because we are going to cut down the shares. Every profit they are making from our place, we are going to cut it down. These are some of the good aspects we need to learn from them. Look at Igbo unification. Not all of them are involved, but indirectly or directly, subconsciously or otherwise, all of them are sponsoring it. All of them are sponsoring it to the detriment of our people. And somewhere along the line, somebody say, no, it doesn't do this, it doesn't do that. If you are from South, you are not getting what I'm telling you. May the Lord be with you. In the coming days, we're going to open a lot of platforms, starting with that of logistics. And then we will go and begin to encourage our youth to abandon Yahoo Yahoo. Yahoo Yahoo is not a profession. Hookup or low show is not a profession. It's not a pedigree. We will teach them hard work. We will teach them to earn a living, honest living. We will teach them to make money and multiply money. We have the technical know-how. Most of them wonder how I survive. Even with the very little I do. I pay all my bills by now. Even with the very little I do. I will not live at the mercy of anybody, not to talk of living under the shadow of anybody. And this is because there are things I know. You know, knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. This knowledge we have learned from the Igbos, and we are grateful. We shall practice them. We shall put what we have learned into practice. And then the other bad aspect of it, because it's just going to be a short broadcast. If we learn from their bad, we will learn from their good. I just said the good aspect of what they do. This union to control the market. It's a good one, and we are going to learn it very soon. That is it. Now, let's look at the bad aspect of it. What they do. They go about pregnanting some of our sisters. And they born children they will use to come and inherit us later. They have social media warriors who always jump out at every utterance to challenge, to debunk, to disinformate, to manipulate, to character assassinate, to blackmail, to curse. They have all these platforms, which we don't have. And those of you who have woken up in a time like this, I can see a lot of Ikwere people, they are waking up. I can see a lot of Benin people, they are waking up. I can still see the Ijaw people, they are doing like this. I can see the Akwa Ibom people, maybe they want to be spectators, but don't worry. All those things, we need to learn it. Any small thing. Igbo will jump up. Hey, no, we are marginalized, oh. Hey, we are not agree, oh. We are dealing with you, oh. Nigeria hate us, oh. Hey, everywhere Igbo are complaining. But funny enough, if you check the root cause of all the problems we are facing in Nigeria, it is Igbo man that is fronting it. Honestly. And by the time it backfire, they look for who to blame and they play victim. It is time we learn how to play the same game. So when you pinch us, we begin to cry. Hey, they are marginalizing us. Hey, we don't agree. Hey, they call us. By the time we continue this, let us know who is the fool here. You see, as a Christian, in one of the prayer lectures we were having, it was Rehan Bonki then who was teaching us, because I used to be one of his evangelists. And then he was teaching us about prayer. And this is what he said. He said, 2 people were involved in a motor accident. 1 white man, 1 black man. He said, he rushed both of them to the hospital. And on getting there, the black man sustained more injury than the white man. And he said, the white man was shouting, yelling at the top of his voice, "Oh, doctor, I'm dying. Doctor, please, help me. I'm dying. Oh, my doctor. Oh, doctor." But the white man had just a little scratch, small scratch. And he has frustrated everybody, tormented everybody. But the black man have a serious injury, very deep cut. And he want to show he's a strong man. The black man was there, calm. He was just making some positive noise. He didn't say anything. And when the doctor arrived, he saw the white man with a scratch shouting, "Oh, Jackie, I'm dying, oh. Hey, will help me, oh, doctor." And he saw the black man very comfortable, very comported, maturely enduring pain he should not endure. And the doctor said, "Okay, leave the black man. Attend to this white man first. It looked like his case is more severe." That is how they left the black man. Before they finished attending to the white man with scratch, he said the black man is dead. In other words, when you have a problem, don't show you are too much. You need to let them know the depth of your challenge. Tell God what you are going through. If that black man was shouting like the white man, they would have examined their wound to know who was actually more wounded, to know how to treat them. What am I saying? In Nigeria today, minorities are the one bearing the brunt of our one Nigeria. You see anybody say, "Oh, we are one Nigeria, we must remain one Nigeria." Go and look at what their ethnic group is benefiting. You will hardly see any minority telling you that we are one Nigeria, we must die in one Nigeria, except those of us whose main aim is to change this orientation and ensure that everybody is equal before the law, the rule of law. To ensure that this mentality, this ideology, this philosophical idea that there are races more superior than others will be completely and permanently put aside. That is why we are doing that. On the ordinary sense, why would I call for one loving Nigeria? But when I say divide Nigeria, these same people blame game. They will rip the hell out of all of us. And so we need to learn from the Igbo people. Any small thing, let's hit the social media. Hey, way, they are marginalizing us. Hey, way, because you are minority. Hey, way, they want to kill us. Hey, way, we begin to call the majority. Some of these Igbo, they will hide their rubbish. Let's learn from them. Any small thing, Igbo are crying. Igbo people have unknown gunmen killing Igbo people from the southeast. Nigeria, out of sincerity, out of true nationhood spirit, say, okay, let us send police there to protect the innocent Igbo. Igbo people. Go and look at people like Kanayo. I think he's a lawyer. I'm waiting for all of you. Let one of you make mistake. Maybe that time we begin to look at our pedigree and education qualification. So that I will take you people to a journey where you will not come back. Somebody like Kanayo was everywhere. I don't know. I am coming from Ondo State to Lagos. I didn't see a single checking point. And now, if you go to the southeast, everywhere is checking point. But he knows the truth. That the whole Yoruba land, there is no sign of unrest. There is no sign of terrorism. Yes, the history of farmers and herders crashes is something that has been there from time immemorial. It's been there from the foundation of the world. It didn't start in Nigeria, neither will it end in Nigeria. If the advanced nation did not put facilities in place to checkmate the crisis, America today will be having the same problem. Russia today will be having the same problem of farmer and herders clash. And so you go to the southwest, you won't see any sign of insurgency, insecurity. Why would they expect army? A very lovely place, a very calm place. We know there is no competition. What was need for army there? But come to the southeast. Every Monday, some lunatic will come out and tell you, he say, sit at home. And then some misguided individual say, we have to sit at home. Why are you sitting at home? Why are you sitting at home? Because one criminal, Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa, they have messed up your brain. And now for Nigeria to protect people like us, we need more checking points. We need more checking point in the southeast. Why is there no checking point in Benin? Or why are Benin people not crying that there is too much checking point? Why is Sabo people not crying? Why is Calabar people not crying? Why is Bayelsa not crying? Why is Sokoto not crying? Why are the rest of Nigeria not crying? Now, if you take them for granted, my brother, you will lose out. Let all of us learn to begin to cry. So in the coming days, there is need for us to have a place where we will be crying our own cry. So that you will not look as if all is rosy, and it's not rosy. Ruben Abati said something. He didn't say Igbo people did this to me. As a journalist and a politician, he was just narrating what somebody told him, which may be true or lie. He was just trying to make Nigerians see this thing, if it's true, it's not healthy for a nation. You can see all Igbo people, different posts. I am Odiano Nekurundi Igbo 1. What Ruben say is a hate of Ndibo. He say, una no get sense, una no get sense. Una no get sense. Now we have come to say what Igbo people are doing is a hate of Anyoma people. Igbo unification is a hate for Ikwere people. Igbo unification is a hate for Benin people. Igbo unification is to destroy South-South people. All Igbo agenda is a poison to the people of South-South. By the time we begin to shout it, they will move back. If we were not doing what we are doing, all our villages today would have been occupied by unknown gunmen from the southeast. Was it not what they are doing? Would the Nigerian police not be a testament to this fact? That when Nnamdi Kanu introduced the unknown gunmen managed by Simeon Ekpa, Chike Duze, and Tony Nzulumike, and the rest criminal-minded in diaspora, would they tell me that if they didn't work hard to shut down those camp of unknown gunmen within Asaba Axis, Anyoma Axis, even going down to Benin, would they tell me that they did not sweat to stop them? If we have supported them, we will overshadow the police. We will overpower the police. But it is because we are not in their support. That is why we have peace. But unfortunately for them, they won't go to their southeast. They are going to come into Asaba and then pregnant our sisters, mess up our place, sell drug, and then come out and claim righteousness for us. My brother, and so it's simple. That is my message this afternoon. A lot of things will be coming up. This is not to undo anybody. This is to know what they know. But the end result is that they will say we are bad people. But we must be sure that we are not bad people. We want to control our economic space. We must preserve our heritage. We must protect our culture and tradition. And above all, we will not allow them to lower our value system. I'm George ONYIBE. We are just warming up. If you are from Anyoma, if you are from South-South, there are a lot of platforms coming out already. All of them are being registered, home and abroad. There are a lot of movements that are going on. And I'm not in the position to tell you the one to join or the one not to join. I want to believe that in the fullness of time, we will know those who are there to represent the interests of our people and those who have other interior motives. And I will not be a man that will be in a hurry to endorse any group. And neither will I tell you to trust me holistically because none of us is infallible. But we must open our eyes and guide each other, having at the back of our mind that our main objective is to ensure the salvation of the next generation of our people. If you are from the South-South, you are from Anyoma, ONYIBE, and you think there is need for us to embark on this logistic move, emboss me. Of course, you will go through a lot of scrutinization. I hope that English is correct. We will scrutinize you. We will check you in and out to see if you are genuine. Of course, our target is to make sure that we have one holy Nigeria, one beautiful Nigeria, one loving Nigeria. In Nigeria, where you do anyhow, you see anyhow. We've been keeping quiet all this while. Watch the next election. You will see, after Tinubu has spent 8 years, watch the next election. Let us see who will come and tell us it's Igbo turn, or it's Yoruba turn, or it's Hausa turn. They may try to put up that fight at the beginning. But before the end of next election after Tinubu, that orientation will change. And so if you don't have a pedigree, you don't need to get there and tell us you want to be our president. Time for quota system of who rules us, or minority or majority, it's over. But all this while we can't see it. Because Igbo man own is just collect his own percentage. And how does he collect his own percentage? Introducing shenanigans everywhere. So a journey of 100 kilometers start with a step. I am not looking at the problem, because we already know the problem. And that is why today I'm not telling you all the lies that are out there on the social media. I'm not telling you about everything that they are doing out there to the detriment of the future generation of Nigeria. No, it's not necessary. We are looking at the cause, the root cause of all the problem we are facing. The Nigerian Security Agency, they have issue, they have challenge. And you know their challenge? Any issue that mounts up, what you hear is, anyway, the Nigerian police is on top of the matter. You know, the Nigerian army, we are on top of the matter. Stop being on top of the matter. Because the matter, it is cooked from under. Go to the bottom of the matter. Get out from on top of the matter, or else you will not be able to solve the problem. And so in this instance, we are not on top of the matter. We are at the bottom of the matter. We are observing. We are observing. We are at the bottom of the matter. And it is what is the root cause of the problem we are attacking. Today, nobody can talk in Nigeria. Nobody. Because of Igbo Biafra. When you talk, they will attack you. When it is Biafra, they're shouting. All the confusion, they are the one. And by the time we are able to put them where they belong, and maybe they get their sense back, other people who is accomplished in this crime, heinous crime against the indigenous people of Nigeria, maybe they will begin to reason. First and first. This is where I bring the broadcast to an end. And I hope you understand what I'm saying. Look at the Igbo Biafra people around you. Look at the Igbo people around you. Monitor what they are doing. Because in the coming days, we shall begin to learn from them. So if they are doing bad thing, they know when we learn it, let them be the judge. If they are doing good thing, I think Jesus Christ, all of us have to follow Jesus. Because he's the savior of the world. And so if what they are doing, they can is savior of Fundibu, we need savior of Fundikwiri. We need savior of Fundiabo. We need savior of Fundejo. If Simon Ekpa is a warlord, we need our own warlord. I be a lie? Let's go to the comment section and see those who have insult, because that is what Igbo Biafra does. We need to learn from them. We see them as idiot, hungry man, useless man. I have never, for any reason, said personality in my life. I do things with a purpose. There are things I do that I'm not supposed to do. But I'm doing those things not because of the immediate reason you are seeing it. I am sending a message across to the future, because somebody is already in the future waiting for me to nail me down there. And I'm going to send him back where he truly belongs. I'm still Judge ONYIBE. Let's go to the comment section and see what they really have to say. What do I have there? I see Prince Austin Roland. I greet you, Prince Austin Roland. I see Edo. I greet you, Edo. I greet you, my brother. I see ONYIBE. Acho, I greet you so much. Yes, of course, you keep quiet. That may be the end of all of us. I see, who is there? I see Ifeanyi. He say, good morning, Onyebini. And that is Ifeanyi, Igbo Biafra. Now, let's be realistic here. He calls me Onyebini. And for the past 2 days, I've been writing out some of Abo dialect, Abo language, that was actually, let's assume, borrowed from Benin. And there have so much from the Igbo. And I ask a rhetorical question. Are we truly Benin people, or are we Igbo people? And if Igbo man is hell-bent to say that I am Igbo man, why would you antagonize Benin when Benin say that I am a Benin man? Considering the fact that my culture and tradition is a complete embodiment from the 2 tribes, making us uniquely different from both of you. And I will call it or refer us as a people with that religious dogma, that terms that say separatable, inseparable. When it is convenient, we choose to separate. Whether it is not convenient, we can choose to stick. So, Onyebini, are you better than Bini? You see the position I have found myself. having spent half of my life with the Benin people, having spent almost 20 years in the midst of Igbo people with what I know, my brother, Igbo man will not win an election where I am. So you think calling me ONYIBE, you undermine me? I love it. I love it. Did you see unknown government in Benin? Go to Benin now. All the Benin people in diaspora, they have started coming back. All of them, they are doing investment now. You that is Igbo man, you are looking for land to buy in my village. Buying everything buyable. To you, it is progress. You can't go to your village because some of your brothers are waiting to kidnap you. If Benin were like you, where will you stay? You won't come home again. If Yoruba were like you, will you lodge in Lagos? If Ikure were like you, will you come to Port Harcourt? And if we were like you, can you lodge in Asaba? Or you know, no say we fit on the kidnap ona. Just wait all of una way there Asaba. We go plan for na kidnap all of una. You get waiting on a go do. ONYIBE. You should be ashamed of yourself. Look at all the history we are seeing here. Which one can you debunk? Where you become hero is lead your people to the death. Then you become a hero. Just deceive them. Gullible set of people. Oh, we are Igbo. We are Biafra. We migrate from Israel. And all the way from Israel, you are dragging our ancestral land with us. I saw a post someone made recently. In fact, they sent it to me. One Igbo man was saying, these are the communities in Enugu that are not Igbo. They are very few. But people are coming out with the truth. Before now, Igbo agree, say, he gets tribe with the southeast when no be Igbo. Igbo will agree. Some of you don't even know. Look at you are 40 years. Look at you are 50 years. You have been hitting your hand in the chest. Igbo amaka, how money Igbo, Hemana Igbo Isike, Igbo, all this rubbish. You don't even know that your next door neighbor, who is from the same state with you, is not Igbo. How do you think they look at you each time you are claiming Igbo, Southeast belong to Igbo, Southeast belong to Igbo? How do you think they see you? You are a threat to their existence. Say, fine, you need help, and we will help you. Don't worry. Just drop your insult. It's a compass to direct you. I see Daniel Onyemechi here. He say, issue of Igbo will kill you. Believe me. My brother, it has killed you already. Onyebuchi, are you not ashamed? Issue of Igbo will kill you. If the praise of Igbo didn't kill me, how did you think the exposure of Igbo will kill me? I am your destiny and I'm your doom. Mark my word. The last thing you will do, I am the vocal point to give it back to you. I don't know the English to use it. Criminal. Hey, Igbo matter will kill you. Igbo matter. Look at this place now. Did you see Yoruba here? I spent almost 10 years with Igbo people calling out Yoruba. Have you seen Yoruba person on my platform? Oh, Yoruba are coward. They can't challenge me at all. And you came alone. It's a shame. Bring other social media warrior. Just only me. All of you are having typhoid fever already. Combined with Ebola. Yeah, far away they lay egg. I beg, look for insult and give me. Nonsense. You that Nnamdi Kanu has placed curse on you, Daniel Onyemechi. Nnamdi Kanu say, Ndi Igbo bondo aburu ono. Your hero said Igbo are cursed people. All the Igbo are cursed people. He even said that if he don't give Igbo people Biafra in 2015, he will die. All his family will die. All his descendants will die, including Daniel Efeanyi Chukwu. All of you will die. Don't you know it's our prayer that has kept you alive? Mumu. Anyway, from your mouth, you have declared the judgment of God upon yourself. I see Pastor, is it Cody? He says, South, we move. I greet you, Pastor there. Any other insult, any other Igbo person? Because they don't have anything to say. Now, no room to blame anybody. Igbo issue is eating umumado. You eat your brother. You now want to protect me. Drop your insult. I need this insult. It motivates me. Motivates me. Because that Igbo matter will kill you. Igbo girl matter. And then this one say Igwe Akalaka. ONYIBE is nobody in Anyoma. But Nnamdi Kanu is somebody in Igbo land now. Is that not what brought us here? I am nobody in Anyoma. And believe me, these are words that are too much for me to say. I can't come out, I can't say I am somebody in Anyoma. Now my family members self go swallow me. If I open my mouth and tell you that I am the Ogidigan one of Agbo land, without the people giving me that title, if I last more than 1 week, no, there is no Abo person alive. Have you heard any Abo person boasting? Jim of your Zenith Bank is Abo man. These days newspaper is Abo man. UBA them are Nyoma people. Go and look at many people from Hebrew family, all of them. Go and look at all our people who have stinking money. If they enter village, they humble themselves. If they hear Ilumelu them and the rest of them, if they hear about, what do you call him, Imefile and the rest of them, if they come village, they pap low. The worst you can do is you do fence your compound. Everybody respect themselves. They have the money, but they understand the rule. Then I can't come and say, yes, I am the Ogidiga one of Agbo. My brother, the gods of our land will finish me. We are not Igbo people. When one idiot will come, I say I'm a very powerful man. I control over 2 million people around the world. I can decide who live and who die. I can do this one and do that. All of Nana Christian and I say, Ahamandoshe, oh, Ahamadike, oh, we don't do that. So you are right. I am nobody in Anyoma. But you are a witness that I am from Anyoma, and I'm telling you the way it is. Who is this? Kingdom. We say, yeah, we all appreciate him. He's a great man, and I can say I'm humble. My brother Innocent Dede. Igbo problem is that they are what? Okay, I didn't see that. Aguyoronsi and Ojuku were nobody, and they still nobody, but criminals. Now the canon is a good. And that is the truth. Criminals. He thought he say, hey, yeah, nobody, Akalaka. I thought Akalaka is Igbo man, Onyoshi. He say, those people said they are Igbo. Why are you poor people always crying? You are a rich person now. Are you not enjoying rich Nigeria, Akalaka and Igbo? The rich Nigeria you created, are you not enjoying it? We are poor people. And that is because you stole our resources. Is it not the wealth you have? When you hear they say it's oil magnet, they have oil. Oil well where? All these years, you people are calling Hausa. Hausa is the owner of oil well. Hausa do this. But you people are facilitators behind all the oil well. But calculate all of them. It is on the misery of our people. And so if we are poor, it is because the policy that sustained Nigeria in time past made us poor, made our life miserable. And it is only then you people can feast on it. Now we know what you know. We are bad people. Is that not where I started from? Now we know what you know. You see, your market is no longer set. You people's plan before was to deal with Tinubu. I think you people were wearing Tinubu pampers. Bula blah, blah blue, bulubu, boo blah. You do the bula blah now. Bula blah blah blue will be your president for the next 8 years. Only God can stop that. Bula blah, blah blue will be your president for the 8 years. We will never start to be hungry. We will be hungry. We play that your game. Let us see. Buhari is dead. Buhari is buried in shallow grave. Buhari is do this one. All of you thought you will come and where is obedient movement now? Obedient on I don't tire. And I don't tire. When you believe those things, all Buanyani, we are together. It depends on what you mean. I have never been against any Igbo person until I see that the most trusted Igbo are accomplished and even more corrupt than the one I trusted. And what do you expect me to do? What do you expect me to do? To pretend because I'm a man of God. And then they say, forgive and forget. Forgive and forget what? Forgive and forget what? It's not your place to tell me to forgive, not to forget. And of course, this is where we bring the broadcast to an end. Igbo Biafra people, drop your insult on the comment section. You know I will surely respond. Maybe not the time you're expecting me, but I will respond. Have a nice day.